Hello! It's been a little while since I've put anything on YouTube, and the guitar I've got with me today is one I've had for a little while, but I've spent so much time enjoying playing it that I haven't actually got around to putting anything on my channel about it. So here we go. I'm going to introduce you to the latest member of my family. Of course, it's another Patrick James Eggle, because you know I'm a bit of a fan. This one is a model that I've been after for a little while, and it's a Patrick James Eggle 96 drop top. Now, from other videos you may have seen there is another 96 kicking around. That's a twin humbucker model with a full one-piece one-pash body. This one's a little bit different, so let me talk you through it. So here we go. It is, as you can see, quite stunning. So what we've got here is a very familiar looking open pore swan-pash back. Again, one piece, much like the other 96 that I've previously shown you. Again, very similarly, we have got a roasted maple neck with a really nice flame to it. Much of the other spec is very similar to other Patrick James Eggle models. So we've got Gotoh locking tuners, we've got an ABM bridge with KTS saddles. Pickups continue to be made by Mojo. So on this guitar, of course, we've got the humbucker and pair of single coils. Fingerboard on this one, unlike my other 96, is Santos Rosewood or Pau Ferro, depending on which name you choose to give it. There are a number of key differences. First of all, of course, with this one, you can see it's got this gorgeous two-piece maple top. It is a drop top. So if you looked at my Oz video, I kind of talked you through the drop top idea. This is where the back of the guitar's body is carved and a single sort of slice of maple, if you like, consistent thickness all the way through, is bent over the carved back. So hence the drop top, because you sort of drop it on. Gorgeous bit of wood. The other main difference is the pickup configuration. So my other guitar was a twin humbucker. This one has the extra versatility of some single coils, and I have to say they are the most biting single coils I've ever heard. They will cut through anything, including your fingers and your throat if you're not careful. The other key difference is the neck profile. So my other 96 has a modern neck profile, so that's with the more of a sort of flattened C shape and jumbo frets. This one is the vintage profile, so has ever such a slight V to it, a little bit less sort of around the shoulders, but it is a very subtle V and a slightly more vintage spec fret. So that's the guitar generally. Let me show you how it sounds. First thing to say is it's incredibly versatile. We'll come to some driven sounds in a moment, but I'll just kind of run you through the clean sounds from the neck single coil working across towards the bridge. So we've got the neck single coil, neck and middle, for a bit more of a hollowed out sound, middle pickup on its own, which is a bit more strident, middle and bridge with the bridge in humbucker mode, and then the same position but with the bridge humbucker split, and then lastly bridge humbucker on its own. Now bearing in mind my amp is on a clean setting at this point, but it's just starting to push it a bit into drive with that humbucker sound. But then equally, quick push of the tone control and you can be in split mode. Now let's show you some things with a bit of drive. There are no other effects at all, except I've gone into the dirty channel of a Marshall DSL-20 here through a 2x12 Zilla cab. No other effects or anything whatsoever, it's purely just the drive from the amp. Bridge humbucker is where I tend to be for this kind of sound, because it's got a real classy sort of 80s kind of hard rock sound. But it cleans up really nicely when you go into the other pick positions and roll the volume back. Now, keeping all the amp settings exactly the same, all I've done is switch to the neck pickup, roll the volume back. So that's the neck and middle. There we've got the middle and the bridge, with the bridge split into single coil mode. And then kicking back into everything on full. And there you have it, another gorgeous guitar from Patrick James Eggle. Thanks for joining me.